welcome to another episode of Collection Commentary here on Chris Collects. So, like I said in the previous video, loads and loads of stuff I've picked up over the past year. Some of it may even be the year before that I just haven't shown. But as you'll see by this lovely stack of blue, more Blu-rays, more and more Blu-rays that I've picked up. These are all over, several kind of trips to CEX or several Amazon or HMV orders. Most of them are CEX when I'm just sort of going through them now, with a few exceptions. So I'll start off with one that is still completely sealed. This is a film I've seen. It was the last film I remember picking up in a Poundland, because the Poundland selection nowadays is dire. It's the same crap over and over and over again. But I remember seeing this, Don't Breathe, and it had the new sticker, which means it's a new Blu-ray. It had the slip cover. Like I said, saw this in cinema when it came out. Haven't seen it since. And I didn't actually go to see the second one in cinema, because I heard it was sort of, the first half was quite good and the second half was rubbish. So I didn't bother going to see the second one. I really liked this film though. I thought this one was really good. So paid £2 for that. I picked this up off Amazon. Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1. I think I paid full price for it, which was $12.99. When I got it. Really excited about The Long Halloween. It's one of my favourite Batman graphic novels. A little bit let down by this animated film though, which is why I've yet to get part 2. I will get part 2 because I'm a completionist. But yeah, like, I was excited and then I was just a little bit let down by it. So that's that. Recently I've been picking up quite a few Robert Pattinson films, because I got really excited when he was announced as Batman, because I'd seen a film called Good Time, which is still on Netflix actually in the UK. If you haven't seen Good Time, amazing film, directed by the Safdie brothers, and Robert Pattinson is absolutely incredible in that film. So I know he's a really good actor, which is why I wanted to get more into his work outside of Twilight. So I picked up the Rover. This was from Amazon, but it was used. I think it was like £6 used, which is weird. I've not bought things used off Amazon before. But really looking forward to checking this out, the Rover with Robert Pattinson and Guy Pearce. This one I got in CX for a tenner. I'd never, ever heard of this film before. But I liked that it was a black Blu-ray case, and everything that I was reading online made it seem like it was, a very, very good movie to check out. And that is this film, High Life, which, yeah, like I said, I'm just wanting to get into Robert Pattinson's other films outside of Twilight. And then this is another one that I heard a lot about, but had never seen, and that is The Lost City of Z. And this was like £3 brand new, from Amazon. Great cast. You've got Charlie Hunnam, Robert Pattinson, Sienna Miller and Tom Holland. So again, really excited to check that out as well. This one, I believe I picked up from CX. I cannot for the life of me remember how much it was, but I have watched it, and that is Crawl. This is a really, really, really cool crocodile, like, survival film. This was just way better than I thought it was going to be. I remember seeing trailers for it in the cinema and thinking, oh, I really want to go see that, and then never got around to it, and then I've finally got it on Blu-ray. Really wish I'd seen it in cinema, because I think it would have been even better in a cinema setting. So that's Crawl. Then this stack of films I know all came from CEX, and I'm going to do my best at remembering prices, but I'm never very good at prices. On top, we have got Moulin Rouge. I'm a bit of a Baz Luhrmann fan. I like a lot of his films. And Moulin Rouge is one that I really like. Ewan McGregor is such a good actor, such a good vocalist as well. And Nicole Kidman's great in this as well. Really like that slipcover. I think I paid about £4 for this. Which I think is the cheapest I'd seen it with a slipcover in a CEX. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. So this next one, we had this on DVD years ago, and I remember seeing it and thinking, I quite liked it, but I genuinely have not watched this film for years. I think it was like either 50p or £1, which is why I bought it. But that film is Music and Lyrics with Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore. Again, last time I saw this film was probably a solid 10 years ago. When did it come out? Yeah, 2007. Yeah, probably a good 10 years ago was the last time I saw this film. But, you know, eventually I'll get around to watching it again and seeing if I did actually like it or if I'm just, you know, thinking back to my childhood. But I do remember that film when I was younger. This film I picked up because I liked the cast. I've never seen this film before, never even heard of it. It was £1. I liked that it was like this slim case as well. But that film is Candy, which stars Heath Ledger, Abby Cornish and Jeffrey Rush. Like I said, really good looking cast. I'd never seen this film, never heard of it. I liked this interesting slim case business it's got going on for it. It also has inside artwork, which I thought was really cool as well. And it had like a little manual on the inside of it as well, like a little insert with a scene index, which I've not seen a scene index in a physical media film for, you know, for quite a while. Yeah, but you know, you can't really go wrong with a film that you've never seen for £1. So that's Candy. This is one that I picked up for the sheer fact of I know this is a incredible film and I haven't seen it for ages. Don't have it on DVD, so I was like, I'll just jump at it on the Blu-ray. I believe it was £3. And that is Gangs of New York with Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis and Cameron Diaz. This is an older Blu-ray. You can always tell when it's an older Blu-ray because it just sort of, it looks like a DVD cover. And I know that sounds weird because obviously, you know, how would you know the difference between a Blu-ray and a DVD cover? But this just looks like an old school thing where it's got like a border around the artwork as well. But yeah, I had to add that to the collection. Same with this one actually. This is another one where it's like, I know this is a great film, haven't seen it for ages, needs to add it to the collection. That is Goodfellas with Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci and Ray Liotta. Again, great gangster film. I just now need to get the Godfather trilogy, and then I sort of got quite a significant chunk of what I would consider, you know, really, really incredible, like, cult films. But, you know, this is a Martin Scorsese film. Martin Scorsese just, you know, kills it with every film he ever makes. So that's one that I really need to add to the collection. This is a film that I don't think is in that same kind of category of this is like a really incredible film per se. At least it doesn't get brought up in that conversation. At least not with, you know, the people I've talked to. But I would argue that this is a pretty great film. LA Confidential, with Kevin Spacey, Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, Kim Basinger and Danny DeVito. Yeah, this is a great film. Great sort of detective noir film. I'm a sucker for like detective noir films. I'm quite guilty for liking Gangster Squad a lot. I know that gets a bad rap, but I quite like Gangster Squad. But I love LA Confidential. I think it's a great film. Another one that's in that kind of category of, this is just an absolutely, like, you know, incredible film. Everyone should have this in their collection. I don't know why I didn't. I paid £5 for it as well, which, you know, is more than I would normally pay from CEX. But, you know, when it's this type of film, I just couldn't really say no. And that's Saving Private Ryan, the 2-disc special edition. Steven Spielberg, you know, it's a Tom Hanks film. Matt Damon's in it. Saving Private Ryan, absolutely incredible film. Just got a couple of more. The Breakfast Club 30th Anniversary Edition. I think I paid about £4 for this. This is just a film that, you know, I love The Breakfast Club, and I've just, for some reason, never owned it. So I was like, if I'm going to own it at all, I might as well get it on Blu-ray. I always tend to, you know, go for Blu-ray first, and then if it's something that I think would be worthwhile getting in 4K, then I'll get it in 4K as well, unless the 4K deal is, you know, better than the Blu-ray deal. But yeah, £4, Breakfast Club 30th Anniversary Edition. This one actually is, I see this one less frequently than any other version of the Breakfast Club, which is another reason why I got it. So that's that. And last but not least, this is a great film. It's a Kevin Smith film. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Chasing Amy. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. I think I paid a fair bit for this. I think it was about, I want to say it was at least £6. But worth it in my opinion. Kevin Smith films, I think are quite hard to come by in CEXs as well. So if you see one, you should just pick it up, because it's unlikely that you're gonna come across it again. And Chasing Amy is an absolutely amazing film that, you know, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Great film. So just to recap, Chasing Amy, Breakfast Club 30th Anniversary Edition, Saving Private Ryan, LA Confidential, Goodfellas, Gangs of New York, we've got Candy, we've got Music and Lyrics, we've got Moulin Rouge, Crawl, Batman The Long Halloween Part 1, Don't Breathe, The Lost City of Z, Higher Life, and The Rover. And that's going to do it for this second part of this insane sort of series of collection commentaries, because there's just so much stuff that I have to show you, and I don't want to bore you with a really long, you know, 30-40 minute video. I'd rather just sort of chunk it out and show you bit by bit. I've still got more Blu-rays to show you, believe it or not. That's not the end of the Blu-rays. So, you know, we'll get to the Blu-rays. There's some steelbooks as well that I need to show you. And we will get to the Lego. I promise we'll get to the Lego. There's a lot of Lego, and we'll get there. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I will see you on the next one.